Hello, my name is Solbin Kim, and today I will tell you one question about elasticity. First, I will explain about basic concept that we need to understand and solve this question. And then I will show you specific meaning of this question and then answer this question. End of presentation, I will figure out an additional question. Here is the basic concept in this lecture. Elasticity is the measure of the responsiveness of quantity demanded or quantity supplied to a change in one of its determinants. So it means when a product has high elasticity, the demand or supply is easily changed. And when the elasticity is low, which is called inelasticity, the demand or supply is comparatively hardly changed. And this table is about examples about determinant. If the availability of closed substitute is high, then the elasticity will become high. And if it is low, elasticity will be low. For example, you can think about butter, margarine, and egg. Usually when the price of butter become high, then margarine, which is the substitute of butter's demand, will become high. But the egg, there's nothing to replace that. So even if the price become high, the demand will be maintained. And the other example are similar. Visit the doctor is quite a necessary thing. So we can call that is elasticity thing. But it depends on case by case and person by person. If someone is working in somewhere which have to use sailboat and that person is very healthy, then elasticity can be changed every time. Then the next is the question, can good news for farming be bad news for farmers? Maybe some of people think that is of course good, because for example, making hybrid means farmers can produce more quantity of wheat, and also if farmers sell every wheat, that also can mean farmers can get more money. But we should think about other side, because if people's preference about wheat is same and only makes more wheat, that can cause a decrease of wheat price. So before answering this question, we should not only think about the amount of wheat, but also wheat's elasticity. It is the three steps that we need to understand answer and question. As we learned this last time, first is examine whether the supply or demand curve shift. Then we should consider the direction in which the curve shifts. For example, the curve moved to right or left side. And last, we need to use the supply and demand diagram to see how the market equilibrium changed. If you follow this sequence, you can understand the process visibly. Now it is time to apply the three steps. First, this curve is about supply, because the discovery of hybrid can only increase the amount of wheat that can be produced on each acre of land, but that cannot affect to demand unless they discover some hybrid which tastes better or good for health. And the supply curve will move to the right side. Farmers are willing to supply more wheat at any given price to get more money. And as you can see, market equilibrium moves to right down side. Then we should calculate farmers' total revenue, because when we comparing the total revenue before the discovery of new hybrid and after the discovery of new hybrid, we can find the answer about which choice gives more profit to farmer. Look, to calculate total revenue, we need to multiply price and quantity. Before the discovery of new hybrid is $300, but now is $220. It means farmers didn't gain the money. It is loss of the money. Then let's think about this. Why did total revenue fall, even though they can sell more amount of money? You can find the answer in elasticity. It is clear that with price elasticity of demand determines that total revenue will rise or fall. And the thing that makes total revenues loss is inelasticity product. So wheat is relatively inexpensive and have few good substitutes, and also even if the price becomes slightly higher, there's no reason to buy other things instead of wheat. Of course, if the price becomes lower, that is good to customer. So anyway, following these pictures, wheat is inelastic. And because wheat is elasticity, the price of wheat falls substantially and quantity of wheat increases slightly. Thus, the discovery of the U hybrid lowers the total revenue that farmers receive from the sale of their crop. And this is additional question of our previous question. If the discovery of U hybrid makes total revenue lower, then why did they adopt it? How do you think about this? Are they just following the trend, new technique, or first of the company which makes that hybrid? Actually, it depends on how competitive markets work. In which market, each farmer is only a small part of market, so they can't decide market price and should follow given price. So anyway, they can't change the market price to the price they want. They just choose this way, which is to find new hybrid and sell more wheat and get more money. But unfortunately, the supply of wheat increased, the price falls, and farmers are worse off. So these days, they just choose to maintain the amount of the wheat. It means, though their productivity is better than other days, they didn't plant anything more and also get the money from government. They just left the farmland empty. Thank you for listening this presentation.